You are looking live at Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Rushville Consolidated High School, where tonight the Rushville Lions take on the East Central Trojans. Hello again, everybody. I am Paul Nichols, here to call the action for you. The Lions enter tonight's game still looking for their first win of the season with a record of 0-7. Freshman Jaron Taylor is leading the Lions in scoring for the season with 15.7 points per game. Second to him is Cameron Jackman with 6.5. The team is averaging 33.3 points over the last 7 games. They're going to have to step that up tonight as they face an East Central Trojan team that is averaging 61.4 points per game over their first 9. The Trojans come into tonight with a 5-4 record, having scored wins over Milan, Oldenburg, Batesville, Purdue Polytech, and Madison. And the interesting thing to note about how their schedule has played out is that East Central has followed every win so far this season with a loss. And their last game was a win over Madison on December 30th. So perhaps the Lions are catching them at the right time tonight. Now, the Trojans are led by 6'4" senior guard Logan Rohrbacher, who is averaging 26.7 points and 8 rebounds per game. He is followed by 6'7" senior center Luke Collinsworth, who's averaging 18 points and 6.7 rebounds per game. So the Lions will have their hands full tonight defending those two. Now, in other action, the Lady Lions have their matchup with East Central tomorrow, with the JV starting at 6 and varsity at 7:30. That game can be seen on East Central's YouTube channel known as ECHS PAC. The RCHS Athletic Department has put a link out on social media to view that game. And that looks to be a very interesting contest as the Lady Lions go into it with an 11-5 record, having won their last 5 straight, while the Lady Trojans go into it at an 11-2 record, and they are ranked 11th in the state among all 4A schools and 13th overall. Now, on Tuesday night this past week, the Lady Lions first celebrated Coach Melissa Marlowe's 300th win as the Rushville head coach, which happened last Saturday at Seymour. Then they went out and had a dominating performance in a 72-26 victory over the Franklin County Wildcats. Jada Miller led the Lady Lions in scoring in that game with 21 points, followed by Annika Marlowe with 15 and Olivia Yeager with 14. So good luck to the Lady Lions tomorrow as they head to East Central. Once again, tonight's live stream of Rushville Lions basketball is made possible by Rush Memorial Hospital. Rush Memorial would like to remind everyone that through a partnership with the Indiana Department of Health, they are running a free COVID-19 testing clinic out of the back of the walk-in care building. Please register online at scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov. Please arrive just prior to your scheduled time, park in one of the designated parking spaces, and call the number on the sign. A clinic staff member will come out and administer the test to you in your car, and the results will come to you from the Indiana Department of Health in a couple of days. They are running this clinic 7 days a week, and with limited hours on weekends, it is open from 9 a.m. to noon on Saturdays and 1 to 4 p.m. on Sundays. Also at Rush Memorial, the COVID vaccine is now available to all Indiana seniors age 80 years and older as of today. If you have a family member, friend, neighbor, or anyone else you know who is 80 years of age or older and would like to receive a COVID vaccine, please let them know they can schedule an appointment to receive that vaccine at the RMH COVID Vaccine Clinic by going to scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov/vaccine. Now, they'll need to schedule a vaccination appointment using the Rush Memorial Hospital 323B Conrad address prior to coming to the COVID vaccine clinic. Now, if they are unable to get to the website themselves, they can call 211 and receive assistance from State of Indiana supported staff members. The RMH COVID vaccine clinic staff are also happy to help them. The vaccine clinic's direct number is 932-7530. Once again, that's the direct line to the RMH COVID vaccine clinic, and the staff there will help you register online. Now, there is no cost to the individual, but insurance may be charged an administration fee for the vaccine. And this is a 2-shot vaccine. And when you arrive for your first vaccination, you will be required to show identification, an insurance card, and proof of age. Once again, Rush Memorial Hospital, committed to you, close to home. And we also want to thank the RCHS Athletic Department for giving us the opportunity to produce these live streams of Rushville Lions and Lady Lions sports. This started as an idea due to the attendance restrictions for football season, and when basketball season was approaching, the demand was pretty strong for us to continue to do these. And we have received lots of positive feedback about the fact that we're doing this, so we're going to keep doing it so that you all can see these games. Speaking of the athletic department, with the attendance restrictions that we've experienced throughout the football and now basketball seasons, the athletic department budget has been greatly affected by the lack of ticket and concession sales, and they could use your help. Now, one way you can help is by becoming a Booster Club member. They have multiple levels of membership, and the highest of those levels is a Super Booster membership for a $100 donation. Now, this gets you 2 member T-shirts, a baseball hat, a car decal, and we'll read your name during any of these live streams of Rushville Sports for the remainder of this basketball season and any future events. Now, before I read those names that are current Super Booster members, let me let you in on another way that you could support the Rush County Booster Club. The club started a raffle during the football season, and they extended the selling period for this raffle to try to help generate more sales from it. The drawing date for this raffle has now been set for the last boys' home basketball game of the season, which is February 23rd. There are cash prizes for this raffle. 2 people will win $500. 1 person will win $1,000. And the grand prize is $2,000. Tickets for this raffle go for just $20 each, and you can get them by contacting any of the board members of the Booster Club. Those members include Doug Marlowe, Ann Zachary, Ron Jarman, and Teresa Alexander. Teresa's cell number is area code 317-345-1537. She offered that you can contact her directly in order to get tickets, and you can also contact any member of the athletic department at RCHS. Now, as for the memberships, the following are those who have purchased Super Booster memberships so far this season. That would include Paul and Kristen Beretta, the Tackett family, Billy, Gina, Brittany, and Will Kuhn, Rob and Jill Hadley, Doug and Rachel Korn and family, Gary and April Yeager and family, Ron, Melanie, Grace, and Nicholas Jarman, Dora family, Brooke Edwards, Chris Fields and Michelle Sprinkle and family, James and Ann Zachary and family, Brent and Jennifer Griffin and family, Melissa, Doug, and Annika Marlowe, Jeff and Jessica Westling, Ryan and Melinda Miller and family, David and Barb Molson, Triple K Machining, LLC, Doug and Michelle Herbert and family, David Griggs, and David and Babette Miller and family. Those are current Super Booster members of the Booster Club, and they have contributed greatly to help support this club. As a reminder, the Booster Club is a nonprofit organization that was founded just for the sole purpose of helping the RCHS Athletic Department. All of the proceeds made by the Booster Club go to support the uniforms, equipment, transportation, and awards and Letterman jackets then that the athletic department gives to students. So, like I said, with ticket sales and concession sales way down this year with the attendance restrictions, they could definitely use your help in any way that you would be willing. So please consider that. So here in just under 3 minutes, we're going to have the JV tip-off tonight as Rushville takes on the East Central Trojans. Once again, I want to thank our cameraman tonight, Lance Reed, helping out, doing a great job for us as always. Of course, we want to also thank the RCHS IT department for helping us get hooked up with internet here in the facility. With that, we can provide a nice smooth stream for you. And as always, with the way YouTube and Facebook handle their monitoring of background music, if during the timeouts they do play music over the PA, you might hear me cut the mics out so that we can keep the stream going. We do not have the Rushville Roaring Regiment here to play us through the timeouts or breaks. So if you hear me go silent for a period, that'll be why. So once again, thanks for everybody who is watching. I want to send a shout out to anybody who might be watching us down at South 113. I think they might have the game on. I understand it's possible you can have the game turned on also up at Mezcal. And you might check if you're down at Fish Moon Brewery tonight. They might be able to turn the game on at the TVs down there too. So once again, the attendance restrictions have tightened up since the county went into the red with COVID, according to the Department of Health this week. So they're allowing just parents of the players here tonight and the cheerleaders also. So we're just a minute away from tip-off. So Rushville comes into tonight hoping for their first win of the season. Looks like we do have a limited cheerleading squad here tonight. So in a minute, I'm going to turn it over to PA announcer Keith Perrin for tonight's National Anthem and introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Memorial Gymnasium for tonight's junior varsity contest between the East Central Trojans and your Rushville Lions. Introducing first our visitors from East Central the Trojans on tonight's roster, number 12 Eli Aston, number 14 Reese Hofer, number 32 Cole Wheat, number 34 Jacob Bryant, number 52 Andrew Deddens. Starting tonight at forward, number 22 Ryan Brotherton. At guard, number 24 Caleb Bergenthal. At guard, number 30, Cooper Hogue. At guard, number 42, Lucas Grove. And at forward, number 54, Adam Sizemore. East Central's coached by Danny Kleckner. And now for your Rushville Lions. On the roster this evening, number 24, Thomas Warner. Number 35, Lane Beard. Number 50, Nash Paddock. Starting tonight for the Lions at guard, number 12, Cameron Morton. At forward, number 23, Dylan Thompson. At forward, number 40, Drew McKee. At forward, number 52, John Alexander. And at guard, number 10, Keegan Bowles. Lions are coached by Sean Atkins. Tonight's officials are Bart Smith and Bob Cochran.
Okay, so Rushville tonight wearing their home white uniforms with the red numbers, black trim. East Central in the red uniforms, white numbers, black trim. Dylan Thompson jumps for the Lions. East Central controls the tip. Here's a drive into the lane by Lucas Grove, and he is fouled.
Rushville foul number 12, Cameron Morton is first, team's first.
Cameron Morton called
shooting
on that
two
one.
Free throws, number 42, Lucas Grove.
So Lucas Grove is shooting right off the bat here. Just misses the first. And makes the second. So Lucas Grove puts the first point on the board. Cameron Morton brings it into the offense. And now here's a steal by Brotherton, and he's able to go all the way with it.
Basket number 22, Ryan Brotherton.
And here's another takeaway. Adam Sizemore comes away with that loose ball. And now we're going to get a travel underneath as Brotherton was
Rushville
partially
timeout.
tied up,
It's a
scooted his
30-second
feet in the
timeout.
process. And Rushville calls a timeout. All right, so once again, we want to remind everybody that if you want to be able to help the athletic department through this period where attendance is restricted and you're not able to attend the games, you could do so by supporting the Rush County Booster Club. There are several different levels of membership, and there is also a raffle still going on for cash prizes. Tickets are $20 for that raffle, and you can contact any board member of the Booster Club or anyone within the athletic department to help to purchase tickets. Now here's a three by Bowles, and he got it.
3-point basket number 10, Keegan Bowles.
Keegan Bowles puts the first points on the board for the Lions. Ties it up at 3. And now here's a drive and a kick out, but they're going to get a foul on the floor. They're going to call it on Morton.
Rushville number 12, Cameron Morton, his second, team second.
Cameron Morton with 2 quick fouls early in this game. And here's another drive underneath, but East Central player was dribbled it off his foot out of bounds, and Rushville gets it back. And now another turnover by Rushville.
Substitution Lions, number 35, Lane Beard.
Lane Beard checks into the game, replacing Keegan Bowles. Now here's a drive in the lane by Hoog, and
Basket
he
number
gets it to
30,
go.
Cooper Hogue.
So Hogue puts the Trojans back ahead, 5-3. Ball loose underneath the basket, and East Central comes away with it. And now here's a drive in the lane, and we're going to get an offensive foul on Lucas Grove as he lowered his shoulder going in there.
Player control foul, number 42, East Central, Lucas Grove, his first, team's first.
That's Lucas Grove's first foul.
Number 10, Keegan Bowles returns for the Lions.
So they bring Keegan Bowles back in, replacing Cameron Morton. Now we've got a errant pass, goes out of bounds, and East Central gets it back. And now here's a shot from the free throw line, off the mark. Gets his own rebound, and now a three on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. And a strong rebound by Dylan Thompson, and he's fouled in the process.
East Central foul, number 42, Lucas Grove.
Lucas Grove gets his second foul, going over the back.
East Central substitution, number 20, Jack Rainier.
And now a loose ball is taken away by East Central, and then we're going to get a foul on Rushville. That's going to be on Drew McKee.
Rushville foul number 40, Drew McKee. His first personal, team's third.
Driving in the lane and a takeaway by Alexander, and Bowles comes up with a loose ball for Rushville. And then a drive down on the baseline by Dylan Thompson, and he is fouled.
Trojans foul number 20, Jack Rainier, his first.
They call that one on Jack Rainier, his first. Both teams with 3 fouls now. Inbounds pass is tipped out of bounds. Rushville keeps it. And then the call is switched, and East Central is going to get it. There's a look into the lane, now kick out. A long 2 on the way, is off the mark. Rebound by East Central, and then a travel on the putback attempt, and Rushville gets it back. Now here's a hook in the lane by Drew McKee, and he's able to hit.
Number 40, Drew McKee.
That ties it up at 5. There's a look inside by Hoog. He's fouled. It does not go, but he'll get 2 shots. They call this one on Alexander.
52, John Alexander, his first, team's fourth.
That's Alexander's first foul.
For East Central, number 30, Cooper Hogue, 2 free throws. East Central substitution, number 14, Reese Hofer.
Hogue misses the first. Hofer checks in, replacing Brotherton for the Trojans. Hogue makes the second.
Trojan substitution, number 32, Cole Wheat.
There's a drive by McKee, and he hits and is fouled.
Basket's good, number 40, Drew McKee.
They're going to get that foul on Hofer.
East Central foul, number 14, Reese Hofer, his first, team's fourth.
McKee misses on the 3-point play, and then there's a foul on the rebound. John Alexander got caught going over the back.
Rushville foul, number 52, John Alexander, his second.
This is John Alexander's second foul.
Rushville substitution, number 24, Thomas Warner.
Now Thomas Warner checks into the game, replacing Alexander. And now here's a drive into the lane and kind of a wild shot by Mergenthal. Rushville gets the rebound. And now we're going to get a foul underneath as they try to get a pass into
East Central foul
Thompson
number
down
30,
low.
Cooper Hogue. His first, team's fifth.
They call that one on Hogue. That's his first foul. Both teams with 5 fouls now. Inbounds pass is batted out. It's going to stay with Rushville. That entry pass is batted away, but Rushville hangs on to it. And another pass tipped away, and now East Central on a break. Hogue is not able to hit. And then on a putback attempt by Rainier, they're going to get a foul on McKee.
Lions foul number 40, Drew McKee, his second, team sixth. Number 20, Jack Rainier, 2 free throws.
So Jack Rainier at the line, misses the first. Rainier's second goes in. It's Rainier's first point of the game, and the game is tied again at 7. Minute 20 to go here in the first quarter of this JV contest. Another pass tipped by East Central. Made it tough for Rushville to get into any kind of groove offensively. Now here's a 3 by Bowles is off the mark. And in the process of gathering the rebound, McKee's foot hit the sideline, so East Central gets it. Now here's a short jumper off the mark. And Thompson comes away with that rebound. And then he has his pocket picked by Hogue, but then Hogue carries it.
Lions substitution, number 12, Cameron Morton.
Cameron Morton checks in place of Lane Beard for the Lions. Key drives in the lane, kicks it out to Bowles for 3. Off the mark. East Central with a rebound, and they're on a break. And Cole Wheat is able to put it in.
Cole Wheat.
Cole Wheat's first 2 points of the game puts East Central ahead by 2. Now Morton with a look from the baseline is too strong, and that's the end of the first quarter with the East Central Trojans leading the Rushville Lions 9-7 here in the JV game. Once again, we want to thank Rush Memorial Hospital for helping make these live streams of Rushville Lions and Lady Lions sports possible. We want to remind everybody that through cooperation with the Indiana Department of Health, Rush Memorial is running a free COVID-19 testing clinic out of the back of the walk-in care building. Please register online at scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov. Please arrive just prior to your scheduled time, park in one of the designated parking spaces, and call the number on the sign. A clinic staff member will come out and administer the test to you in your car, and the results will come to you from the Indiana Department of Health in a couple of days. They are running this clinic 7 days a week with limited hours on weekends. It's open from 9 a.m. to noon on Saturdays and from 1 to 4 p.m. on Sundays. Also at Rush Memorial, the COVID vaccine is now available to all Indiana seniors age 80 years and older as of today. If you have a family member, friend, neighbor, or anyone else you know who is 80 years of age or older and would like to receive a COVID vaccine, please let them know they can schedule an appointment to receive that vaccine at the RMH COVID Vaccine Clinic by going to scheduling.congress.in.gov/vaccine. So here we go in the second quarter. Ball is poked away from Thomas Warner. Rushville keeps it at this end. Now here's a three by Bowles. Just off the rim. Nash Paddock with a rebound, and then he is tied up, and the possession arrow goes to the Trojans.
Alternating possession, East Central.
Eli Aston brings it across the timeline for East Central. And now here's a pass underneath to Aston. He has to kick it back out. And now here's a drive into the lane. And a short runner is off the mark by Brotherton, but then he's able to put it back in.
Basket number 22, Ryan Brotherton.
Now here's a look by Paddock underneath. And he hits.
Basket number 50, Nash Paddock.
That cuts the Trojan lead to 2. Now here's a quick three on the other end. That is too strong. And Bowles able to get that rebound. Entry pass knocked out of bounds by Rainier. And Rushville keeps it.
Substitution, number 24, Caleb Mergenthal. Number 42, Lucas Grove.
Grove and Mergenthal both check in for the Trojans. There's a post up by Paddock, and he gets it to go and is fouled.
Basket's good. Number 50, Nash Paddock. He'll shoot a free throw.
They're going to get
East Central
Sizemore on
number
that foul.
54, Adam Sizemore. His first, team 6.
That's Sizemore's first foul. Paddock with a chance to take the lead for the Lions. And he hits.
East
Nash
Central
Paddock now has 5
substitution,
points for the
34,
game.
Jacob Bryant.
Now here's a drive into the lane. And kind of a wild shot by Aston. And Thompson comes away with that rebound. Entry pass is tipped. And now Paddock's able to come up with the loose ball and kick it out to Bowles. Another entry pass to Paddock. And he's too strong off the glass with that move. Trojans come away with that rebound. And now here's a move in the lane by Grove, and he hits. Grove now has 3 points.
Basket
He
number
puts
42,
the Trojans back ahead by
Lucas
1.
Grove.
There's a runner by Morton, and he hits and is fouled.
Basket's good. Number 12, Cameron Morton. He'll shoot a free throw. East Central foul number 34, Jacob Bryant. His first, team 7.
Jacob Bryant with his first foul. Cameron Morton completes the three-point play. Here's a quick look underneath
Basket number 34,
by Jacob Bryant, and he
Bryant.
hits. That ties it back up at 15. Now here's a three by Morton. Off the rim, no good. Rebound is tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Lions. Here's a look underneath on the low block by Thompson, and he hits.
23, Dylan Thompson.
Dylan Thompson, with his first 2 points of the game, puts the Lions ahead by 2. Here's a 3 from the top of the key. Back of the rim, no good. And a put back by Hogue goes.
Basket number 30, Cooper Hogue.
Hogue now has 5, and the game is now tied. Now here's a 3 on the far side, is short. Lucas Grove comes up with that rebound. Now here's a drive and a kick into the lane, and then a foul is going to be called on Thompson.
Foul Rushville, number 23, Dylan Thompson, his first, team 7. Number 24, Caleb Merkenthal, 2 free throws.
So Mergenthal at the line for East Central. He hits the first. That's his first point of the game. Mergenthal second also goes in. The Trojans lead again by 2. Thomas Warner dribbles it off his foot, and East Central comes away with it. And now we're going to get an offensive foul on Eli Aston as he drove in. Went right over the top of Cameron Morton. Was able to get his feet planted just in time on that goal.
Clear control foul. East Central number 12, Eli Aston, his first. Team's 8. East Central substitution, number 20, Jack Rainier. Number 32, Cole Wheat.
Jack Rainier and Cole Wheat check in for the Trojans. Cameron Morton's pivot foot slips as he gets tied up at the free throw line. Turns it over to East Central.
Rushville sub, number 40, Drew McKee.
Drew McKee checks back in for the Lions. Here's a short jumper just inside the free throw line. Is off the rim. No good by Hogue. Paddock comes away with that rebound. There's a look underneath by Thompson, and he's fouled from behind as he tried to go up. They're going to get
foul number
Lucas
42.
Grove on that one. That's
Lucas Grove,
3
his
fouls
third,
on
team's
Grove.
9. The free throw line, number 23, Dylan Thompson.
Both teams in the bonus now. Thompson misses the first.
Throws. East Central substitution, number 14, Reese Hofer.
Thompson misses both of them. Paddock's able to save it, but East Central's right there to gather it up. And now here's a kick ball as entry pass kicked away by Thompson. East Central keeps it at their end. There's a kick out for a 3 by Hofer, who
Three-point
hits.
basket number 14, Reese Hofer.
Hofer puts the Trojans ahead by 5. Minute 16 to go here in the first half. Rushville trying to work the ball inside. Now they finally do get it to Paddock, but then it slips out of Paddock's hands as he tried to kick it over to Thompson, and East Central gathers it up. And now we're going to have a foul on Rushville as Cole Wheat was trying to go into the lane.
Rushville foul number 50, Nash Paddock, his first. Team's 8.
That's Nash Paddock's
At the free
first
throw
foul.
line, number 32. Cole Wheat shooting 1 and 1.
So Cole Wheat goes to the line.
Number 12, Eli Aston in for East Central.
Eli Aston checks back in for the Trojans. First one is short.
East Central substitution, number 54, Adam Sizemore.
So 36 to go here in the first half. Rushville down by 5. Cameron Morton with the top of the key tries to go into Paddock, and it's stolen. And now that pass ahead is gathered up and put in by Mergenthal. Now a 7-point lead, 10 seconds to go. Trying to go inside to Thompson. He's able to catch the pass, and then his shot is blocked, but they call a foul. It's going to be on Cole Wheat. Nope, I'm sorry, that's
East
Hogue.
Central foul number 30, Cooper Hogue, his second.
Hogue's second
Team's
foul,
10.
putting Thompson at the line.
Dylan Thompson, 2 free throws.
Thompson hits the first.
Thomas Warner and Lane Beard return for the Lions.
Thompson's first is short. And so now East Central has it with 6 seconds left to go here in the first half. Now a drive into the lane, and there is no call on that contact.
Number 12, Eli Aston.
Eli Aston hit that drive, and that puts East Central ahead by 8 points going into halftime. So once again, as I was mentioning earlier, Rush Memorial is now offering the COVID vaccine available to all Indiana seniors age 80 years of age and older as of today. If you have a family member, friend, neighbor, or anyone else you know who is 80 years of age or older would like to receive the COVID vaccine, please let them know they can schedule an appointment to receive that vaccine at the RMH COVID Vaccine Clinic by going to scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov/vaccine. And they'll need to schedule a vaccination appointment using the Rush Memorial Hospital 323B Conrad address prior to coming to the COVID vaccine clinic. Now, if they are unable to get to the website themselves, they can call 211 and receive assistance from State of Indiana supported staff members. The RMH COVID vaccine clinic staff are also happy to help them schedule. The vaccine clinic's direct number is 932-7530. So there is no cost to the individual for the vaccine, but insurance may be charged an administration fee. So this is a 2-shot vaccine, and when you arrive for your first vaccination, you will be required to show identification, an insurance card, and proof of age. So once again, Rush Memorial Hospital, committed to you, close to home. Once again, we also want to say that with the attendance restrictions that we've seen throughout the football and basketball seasons, the athletic department budget has been greatly affected by the lack of ticket and concession sales, and they could use your help. One way you can help is by becoming a Booster Club member. They have multiple levels of membership. The highest of those levels is the Super Booster membership for a $100 donation. And this gets you 2 member t-shirts, a baseball hat, a car decal, and we'll read your name during any of these live streams of Rushville Sports for the remainder of this basketball season and any future events. Now let me know, before I read those names, let me let you know of another way you can support the Booster Club. The club started a raffle during football season, and they extended the selling period for this raffle to try to help generate more sales from it. Now, the drawing for this raffle has now been set for the last boys' home basketball game of the season, which is February 23rd, and there are cash prizes for this raffle. 2 people are going to win $500. One person is going to win $1,000, and the grand prize for this raffle is $2,000. Tickets for this raffle go for just $20 each, and you can get them by contacting any of the board members of the Booster Club. And those members include Doug Marlowe, Ann Zachary, Ron Jarman, and Teresa Alexander. Teresa's cell number, if you'd like to contact her directly, is area code 317-345-1537. And you can also contact any member of the athletic department. Now, as for memberships, the following are those who have purchased the Super Booster membership for this season. That would include Paul and Kristen Barretta, the Tackett family, Billy, Gina, Brittany, and Will Kuhn, Rob and Jill Hadley, Doug and Rachel Korn and family, Gary and April Yeager family, Ron, Melanie, Gracie, and Nicholas Jarman, the Dora family, Brooke Edwards, Chris Fields and Michelle Sprinkle and family, James and Ann Zachary and family, Brent and Jennifer Griffin and family, Melissa, Doug, and Annika Marlowe, Jeff and Jessica Westling, Ryan and Melinda Miller and family, David and Barb Molson, Triple K Machining LLC, Doug and Michelle Herbert and family, David Griggs, and David and Babette Miller and family. Those are your Super Booster Club members. So we got about 5 minutes left in this halftime of the JV contest. I'm going to take a short break, and I'll be back to call the action for the third quarter. All right, so unofficial scoring for that first half of the JV game. On the Rushville side, Cameron Morton had 3 points. Dylan Thompson also had 3. Drew McKee had 4. Nash Paddock led the way with 5. And Keegan Bowles had 3. For East Central, Eli Aston had 2. Reese Hofer had 3. Jack Rainier had 1. Ryan Brotherton had 4. Cole Wheat had 2. Jacob Bryant had 2. Lucas Grove had 3. Caleb Mergenthal had 4. And Cooper Hogue led the way with 5. So they spread the ball. East Central spread the ball around quite a bit. They had 9 players score in that first half. So once again, if you want to help the Rush County or Rush RCHS athletic department this season, since the attendance restrictions have made it tough for people to come out, and they've also cut quite a bit into the revenue of the athletic department, you can think about joining the Booster Club or buying a Booster Club raffle ticket. Contact anybody that might be with the Booster Club or the athletic department to find out how you can purchase those tickets for $20 a piece. So here we go with the third quarter on the floor for the Lions. We've got Keegan Bowles, Cameron Morton, Drew McKee, Dylan Thompson, and Nash Paddock. Here's a drive in the lane by Morton, and he hits.
Basket number 12, Cameron Morton.
Morton now has 5, and that cuts the lead to 6. And now here's a loose ball. East Central saves it, but Ryan Brotherton's foot was on the half-court line as he caught the save. So it goes back to the Lions on an over and back. Now here's a steal and stolen right back by Morton. And then Drew McKee loses the handle on his spin move. There's a drive into the lane by Grove, and he hits. Grove now has 5 points, and it puts the lead back to 8. And now cross-court pass is tipped, but Drew McKee is able to hang on to it, and then he goes into the lane and is fouled. They're going to get that on Jack Rainier.
His second, team's first. Number 40, Drew McKee, 2 free throws.
So McKee gets 2. First one's too strong. Second one on the way, also too strong. And Lucas Grove able to get that rebound for East Central. Eli Aston brings it across the half-court line. And now here's a look underneath, is off the mark by Grove and then rebounded by Paddock. Keegan Bowles not able to handle the pass, and now here's a breakaway, and Bowles commits a foul as Eli Aston was trying to go up with it. It's going to be Bowles' first foul.
His first. Teams first. Number 12, Eli Aston, shooting 2 free throws.
Aston makes the first. And the second one rattles in. So
Trojan
Eli Aston
substitution,
now has
number
4 for the
14.
game, and that puts the lead up to 10.
Reese Hofer, number 32, Cole Wheat.
So Reese Hofer and Cole Wheat check back in for the Trojans. He's looking underneath to Thompson. He has to kick it back out. They try to go into him again. He's going to try to post up, and his shot is blocked out of bounds. Cole Wheat with that block. There's a drive by Thompson, kicks it to Paddock for a nice look inside.
Basket number 50, Nash Paddock.
And now ball is kicked away from Eli Aston as he drove into the lane. Rushville's able to come up with it. And now we're going to get a foul as Cameron Morton was going across the free throw line and trying to get it down low. They're going to call this on Aston.
Number 12, Eli Aston, his second.
That's Aston's
Team
second foul.
East Central substitution, number 20, Jack Rainier.
So Jack Rainier now checks in to replace Aston. Keegan Bowles able to just get it in time before the 5-second call. Now cross-court pass is stolen by Grove, who's going to try to go all the way, and then it is tipped out of his hand out of bounds by McKee before he was able to go up with it. There's a drive into the lane, and it's blocked out of bounds by Thompson. So Wheat handles the top of the key. Gets it to Grove. But now 3 on the way from the top of the key. Off the mark. And McKee with the rebound for the Lions. Sizemore with that attempt. Now Thompson with a drive. Goes in and out. And Grove comes away with the rebound for the Trojans. And now we're going to get a foul as Rainier was driving under the basket. It's going to be on McKee.
Number 40, Drew McKee, his third, team second.
McKee now has 3 fouls.
Number 20, Jack Rainier, 2 free throws.
So Rainier's first is good.
East Central substitution, number 22, Ryan Brotherton.
So Brotherton checks in for East Central, and
John
Alexander checks in, replacing McKee for the Lions. And Rainier makes them both. Puts the lead back to 10. Cameron Morton with a drive and able to hit.
Cameron Morton.
Morton now has 7. And we're going to get an offensive foul. As Brotherton lowered his shoulder going into the lane that time.
Control foul number 22, East Central. Ryan Brotherton, his first, team's third. East Central substitution, number 34, Jacob Bryant.
Cameron Morton has to kick it back out to Bowles. Now Bowles pops a three and got it.
Three-point basket, number 10, Keegan Bowles.
Bowles now has 6 points. Cuts the lead to 5. Now here's a drive into the lane with a lot of contact and no call.
Basket number 22,
Brotherton.
Ryan Brotherton.
Missed the initial attempt, but then put his own shot back. Now here's a three by Bowles. Short. He gets his own rebound and is able to hit it.
Basket number 10, Keegan Bowles.
That gives Bowles 8 points for the game and cuts the lead to 5 again. And now here's a short jumper in the lane, is off the mark by Rainier, and then he is fouled on the putback
Rushville
attempt.
foul number 50.
It's going to be on
Paddock,
Paddock.
second.
Paddock
Team's
now
third.
has 2 fouls, and it puts Rainier
Jack
at the
Rainier
line.
shooting 2 free throws.
Rainier makes the first. And the second by Rainier is off the rim. Thompson comes up with the rebound. And now we're going to get a foul on the floor as Thompson drove into the lane and then they kicked it out.
East Central foul number 22, Ryan Brotherton. His
That
second.
one is on
Team's
Brotherton, his second.
For East Central, number 12, Eli Aston. Number 42, Lucas Grove.
So Aston and Grove check back in for the Trojans. Now here's a drive by Thompson, goes off the side of the board, but Paddock's able to grab it. And Bowles misses a three, and it goes out of bounds, and that is going to go to the Trojans. .40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Aston handles it top of the key. Being guarded by Cameron Morton. Now here's a look into the lane. A lot of contact, no call again. The shot is missed, gathered up by Thompson, but then he loses the handle, and then Aston takes it back in and is fouled. And they're going to count the basket.
Basket's good by number 12, Eli Aston. He'll shoot a free throw. Lions foul number 52, John Alexander. His third, team's fourth.
They get John Alexander with his third foul, and so now Aston's at the line for a three-point play. Off the back of the rim, no good. Alexander able to gather the rebound, but then he throws it out of bounds, and it's going to go back to East Central. Now Grove goes into the lane, has to kick it out. Now here's a three. Off the rim, no good. And that's the end of the third quarter, with East Central leading 37-29. Once again, we want to thank Rush Memorial Hospital for making these live streams of Rushville Lions and Lady Lions sports possible. Rush Memorial would like to remind everybody that they are running a free COVID-19 testing clinic out of the back of the walk-in care building. Please register online at scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov. Please arrive just prior to your scheduled time. Then park in the one of the designated parking spaces and call the number on the sign. A clinic staff member will then come out and administer the test to you in your car, and the results will come to you from the Indiana Department of Health within a couple of days. They are running this clinic 7 days a week with limited hours on weekends. It's open from 9 a.m. to noon on Saturdays and from 1 to 4 p.m. on Sundays. Rush Memorial, committed to you, close to home. And once again, Rush Memorial is now offering the COVID vaccine to anyone age 80 years or older as of today. Now, if you have a family member who's 80 years or older and they are unable to get to the website themselves, they can call 211 and receive assistance from State of Indiana supported staff members. The RMH COVID vaccine clinic staff are also happy to help them. The vaccine clinic's direct number is 932-7530. There is no cost to the individual, but insurance may be charged an administration fee. So now here we start the fourth quarter, and that entry pass is knocked away by Drew McKee. And now his pass is knocked away, and we got a loose ball, and East Central comes up with it, but now we're going to have a timeout by East Central.
Timeout, East Central.
So as I was saying about the vaccine, if you have a family member or friend who's 80 years old or older, they'd like the vaccine and they need help getting to the website, they can call 211 or they can call the RMH COVID vaccine clinic staff at 932-7530. And any of those people will be glad to help them register online. There is no cost to the individual, but insurance may be charged an administration fee. And this is a 2-shot vaccine. So when you arrive for your first vaccination, you will be required to show identification, an insurance card, and proof of age. Rush Memorial Hospital, committed to you, close to home. So on the floor to start this fourth quarter once again, Cameron Morton, Keegan Bowles, John Alexander, Drew McKee, and Dylan Thompson for the Lions. Driving in the lane by Hogue. He kicks it back out to Grove, who then traveled with it before he was able to start his dribble. So the Lions get it back, and Nash Paddock is going to check back in for the Lions.
Substitution number 50.
Going to replace Keegan Bowles. They're going to go with a bigger lineup now as they have Paddock, Alexander, and Drew McKee. Able to get it into Paddock, kicks it back out to Morton. Now Morton with a runner. Goes in and out, and Hogue comes away with a rebound. And they're going to get Hogue for carrying it. Alexander's able to get it into Drew McKee, who's now going to try to take it all the way, but McKee carried it too. Turns it right back over. caught. Has to get it back out to Hofer. Now here's a look by Grove. And he is called for a travel as he went into the lane.
For East Central, number 22, Ryan Brotherton. For the Lions, number 10, Keegan Bowles.
So Keegan Bowles comes back in replace of Alexander for the Lions, and Brotherton checks back in for the Trojans. Pass ahead, batted out of bounds. It's going to stay with Rushville. Now McKee with a runner in the lane, off the back of the rim, and Grove comes away with a rebound. And now we're going to get a foul as Keegan Bowles was trying to tie up Reese Hofer.
Rushville foul number 10. Keegan Bowles, his second.
That's Bowles'
Team's
second
fifth.
foul.
East Central substitution number 20, Jack Rainier.
So Rainier checks back in for East Central. A little conversation between the referees and Sean Atkins. Now here's a look into the lane, and they're going to get a foul as Jack Rainier drove in. They're going to call it
Rushville foul
on
number 40.
Drew
Drew
McKee.
McKee, his fourth.
Drew
Team
McKee's
six.
fourth foul now puts
The free
Rainier
throw
at the line.
For East Central number 20, Jack Rainier, shooting 2 free throws.
Rainier misses the first.
Lions substitution number 52, John Alexander.
Alexander checks back in to replace McKee. And Rainier hits the second. That gives Rainier 5 points for the game and gives the Trojans a 9-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Now here's a three by Bowles. He got it.
3-point basket number 10, Keegan Bowles, timeout Lions.
Bowles now has 11 for the game, and that cut the lead to 6. And Rushville takes a timeout.
30-second timeout.
Once again, we want to encourage everyone who might want to help support the athletic department through these attendance-restricted times to consider either joining the Rush County Booster Club or purchasing a Booster Club raffle ticket. The raffle that started during football season is still going, and they have scheduled the drawing date now for the last home boys basketball game of the season, which is February 23rd. They're giving away cash prizes in this raffle. There are 2 people who are going to win $500. One person will win $1,000, and the grand prize is $2,000. You can contact any Booster Club board member or anyone with the athletic department to find out how you can get one of these $20 tickets. So coming out of the timeout, East Central has it. Cooper Hogue brings it across half court, kicks it out to Brotherton, who put up a jumper that came off the rim. Cameron Morton got trapped, and then he knocked it off one of the East Central players' legs out of bounds, and Rushville's going to keep it.
For the Lions, John Alexander and Nash Paddock.
So Alexander and Paddock check back into the game, replacing Warner and McKee. Cameron Morton has his pocket picked, and Hogue is coming back with it for East Central. Hogue goes in the lane, kicks it over to Rainier for a short jumper from the baseline, and he hits it.
Jack Rainier.
That gives Rainier 7 for the game, and the lead is back to 8. Now here's a look underneath by Paddock, and he hits.
Basket number 50, Nash Paddock.
Paddock now has
Timeout.
9. And Rushville takes another timeout.
Full timeout.
So as I was mentioning during that last timeout, on that Booster Club raffle, 2 people are going to win $500. One person will win $1,000, and the grand prize for that raffle is $2,000. And to find out how you could purchase any of these $20 tickets, you can contact any of the Booster Club board members, and those include Doug Marlowe, Ann Zachary, Ron Jarman, and Teresa Alexander. Teresa offered her cell number up, so you can contact her directly. It is area code 317-345-1537. You can also contact any member of the athletic department. And the following are Super Booster members who have contributed $100 at least to the Booster Club this season. That would include Paul and Kristen Barretta, the Tackett family, Billy, Gina, Brittany, Ed, Will Kuhn, Rob and Jill Hatley, Doug, Rachel Korn and family, Gary and April Yeager and family, Ron, Melanie, Grace, and Nicholas Jarman, the Dora family, Brooke Edwards, Chris Field, and Mackenzie Sprinkle and family. So East Central just barely beat that 5-second count on the inbound. Just under 3 minutes to go here in this JV game. Now here's an easy look underneath by Rainier. Rainier now has 9, and the lead is back to 8. And here's a look in the lane by Morton, and he's fouled in the process. It's going to be on Aston.
Foul number 12, Eli Aston, his 3rd, team's 5th. Number 12, Cameron Morton, 2 free throws.
Aston now has 3 fouls, and Morton shoots 2. First one is good. And second one's off the front of the rim, no good. And now here's a quick look ahead by Rainier, and he is fouled as he tried to go up with it. They're going to get that on Bowles.
Number 10, Keegan Bowles, his 3rd, team 7. Number 20, Jack Rainier, shooting 2 free throws.
So Rainier shoots 2. That was Bowles' 3rd foul. Rainier makes the first.
East Central substitution, number 54, Adam Sizemore. For the Lions, number 50, Nash Paddock. Number 52, John Alexander.
So Rainier now has 10 for the game. Sizemore just checked in for the Trojans. Paddock and Alexander just checked in for the Lions, and Rainier made them both. Cameron Morton handles top of the key. Gets it back from Alexander. Now Cameron Morton with a drive and a runner, and it is no good, but he is fouled. They're going to get Brotherton with this foul.
Brotherton, his 3rd.
That's Brotherton's
Team
3rd.
6. Cameron Morton shooting 2 free throws.
So now Morton back at the line. Hits the first. Morton now has 9 for the game.
Number 12, Eli Aston returns for East Central.
And Morton hits them both. He now has 10,
Lions,
and the lead is down to 7. Grove brings it across half court. Kicks it to Rainier, who stutter steps before he starts his dribble. And Rushville gets it right back. 2:10 to go. Rushville trails by 7. Now McKee with a 3. Off the mark. And now here's a quick pass ahead for a layup by Aston.
Basket number
Who
12,
hits.
Eli Aston.
Makes it a 9-point lead again. Here's a drive by Thompson, who's able to hit a runner.
Number 23, Dylan Thompson. Timeout.
That gives Thompson 5
Full
for the
timeout,
game.
Lions.
And Rushville calls a full timeout. So once again, those who have contributed $100 to the Booster Club this year: James and Ann Zachary and family, Brent and Jennifer Griffin and family, Melissa, Doug, and Annika Marlowe, Jeff and Jessica Westling, Ryan and Melinda Miller and family, David and Barb Molson, Triple K Machining LLC, Doug and Michelle Herbert and family, David Griggs, and David and Babette Miller and family. Thank you to all of you folks for contributing to the Booster Club. That is definitely one way you can help the athletic department get through these attendance restricted times. So 1:40 to go. Rushville trails by 7. They've hung tough in this game. And coming out of this timeout for Rushville, we're going to have Keegan Bowles, Cameron Morton, Nash Paddock, Drew McKee, and Dylan Thompson on the floor. For East Central, Lucas Grove, Jack Rainier, Cooper Hogue, Eli Aston, and Adam Sizemore. And now they're going to get a foul on Thompson as Grove tried to dribble around him.
Rushville's foul. Number 23, Dylan Thompson. His second.
Thompson's second foul. That's 8 fouls on Rushville. Now it looks like we've got technical foul on the Rushville bench.
At the free throw line, number 30, Cooper Hogue.
Not sure exactly what that was all about, but Cooper Hogue hit both technical free throws. That gives Hogue now 7 points for the game and puts the lead back to 9. Should have Lucas Grove at the line shooting, as he was the one fouled by Thompson before that happened.
At the free throw line, shooting 1-1, number 42, Lucas Grove, 1-1.
So Grove hits his first. He now has 6 for the game. And East Central has 9 players who have scored in this JV contest. Grove hits them both. Gives him 6 and makes the lead 11 now. And we've got a discussion among the officials that I'm not sure what it's about. But now out of this, East Central is going to get the ball out of bounds. So Eli Aston brings it in. Now here's a drive by Rainier, and he hits.
Basket number 20, Jack Rainier.
That gives Rainier 13 for the game, and the lead is now 13. There's a pass into Paddock, who just misses his shot. Just under a minute to go. It looks like this one's pretty much out of reach. Here's Grove with a drive, and he hits.
42, Lucas Grove.
That gives Grove 9. Now here's a 3 by Thompson. off the side of the glass. And Hogue is able to grab that rebound. Just under 30 seconds to go. And they're going to get a foul on Morton as he was trying to guard Hogue.
Rushville foul number 12, Cameron Morton, his third, team's 10th. Shooting double bonus, 2 free throws, number 30, Cooper Hogue.
So Hogue hits the first. That gives Hogue 8 for the game. And he hits them both. So the lead is now 17. 10 seconds to go. Cameron Morton with one last shot. It's blocked. And that's going to do it for this JV game. East Central Trojans defeat the Rushville Lions 56-39. So unofficial scoring for this game. For Rushville, I've got Cameron Morton with 10 points. Dylan Thompson with 5. Drew McKee with 4. Nash Paddock with 9. And Keegan Bowles led the way with 11. For East Central, Eli Aston had 8. Reese Hofer had 3. Jack Rainier had 13. Ryan Brotherton had 6. Cole Wheat, 2. Jacob Bryant, 2. Lucas Grove had 9. Caleb Mergenthal had 4. And Cooper Hogue had 9. So here in about 20 minutes, we're going to have the varsity contest between the East Central Trojans and the Rushville Lions. Once again, the Lions enter tonight's game still looking for their first win of the season with a record of 0-7. Freshman Jaron Taylor is leading the Lions in scoring for the season with 15.7 points per game. Second to him is Cameron Jackman with 6.5 points, and the team is averaging 33.3 points over the first 7 games. They are going to have to step that up tonight as they face an East Central Trojan team that is averaging 61.4 points a game. The Trojans come into tonight with a 5-4 record, having scored wins over Milan, Oldenburg, Batesville, Purdue Polytech, and Madison. The interesting thing about their schedule and how it's played out so far is that East Central has followed every win with a loss. And their last game was a win over Madison on December 30th. So perhaps the Lions are catching them at the right time. Now the Trojans are led by 6'4" senior guard Logan Rohrbacher, who is averaging 26.7 points and 8 rebounds a game. He is followed by 6'7" senior center Luke Collinsworth, who's averaging 18 points and 6.7 rebounds a game. So the Lions will have their hands full tonight defending those two. Now, in other action, the Lady Lions have their matchup with East Central tomorrow with the JV starting at 6 and varsity at 7:30. That game can be seen on East Central's YouTube channel known as ECHS PAC. The RCHS Athletic Department has put out a link on social media to view that game. And that looks to be a very entertaining contest as the Lady Lions go into it with an 11-5 record, having won their last 5 in a row, while the Lady Trojans go into that game with an 11-2 record, and they are ranked 11th in the state among all 4A schools and 13th overall. Now on Tuesday night, the Lady Lions first celebrated Coach Melissa Marlowe's 300th win as the Rushville head coach, which happened last Saturday at Seymour. They then went out and had a dominating performance in a 72-26 victory over the Franklin County Wildcats. Jada Miller led the Lady Lions in scoring in that game with 21 points, followed by Anna Camarlo with 15 and Olivia Yeager with 14. So good luck to the Lady Lions tomorrow as they head to East Central. Once again, tonight's stream of Rushville Lions basketball is made possible in part by Rush Memorial Hospital. Rush Memorial would like to remind everybody that through a partnership with the Indiana Department of Health, they are running a free COVID-19 testing clinic out of the back of the walk-in care building. Please register online at scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov. Please arrive prior to your scheduled time, park in one of the designated parking spaces, and call the number on the sign. A clinic staff member will come out and administer the test to you in your car, and the results will come to you from the Indiana Department of Health in a couple of days. They are running this clinic 7 days a week with limited hours on weekends, and it's open from 9 a.m. to noon on Saturdays and 1 to 4 p.m. on Sundays. Also at Rush Memorial, the COVID-19 vaccine is now available to all Indiana seniors age 80 years old and older. If you have a family member, friend, neighbor, or anyone else you know who is 80 years of age or older and would like to receive the COVID vaccine, please let them know they can schedule an appointment to receive that vaccine at RMH COVID Vaccine Clinic by going to scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov/vaccine. Now, they will need to schedule a vaccination appointment using the Rush Memorial Hospital 323B Conrad address prior to coming to the COVID vaccine clinic. When you go to the website, there are two options for Rush Memorial addresses. So you have to use the 323B Conrad. Now, if those that you know that want this vaccine are unable to get to the website themselves, they can call 211 and receive assistance from State of Indiana supported staff members. Now, the RMH COVID Vaccine Clinic staff are also happy to help them, and the vaccine clinic's direct number is 932-7530. Now, there is no cost to the individual, but insurance may be charged an administration fee. And this is a 2-shot vaccine. And when you arrive for your first vaccination, you will be required to show identification, an insurance card, and proof of age. Rush Memorial Hospital, committed to you, close to home. Once again, we also want to thank the RCHS Athletic Department for giving us the opportunity to produce these live streams of Rushville Lions and Lady Lions sports. This started as an idea due to the attendance restrictions for football season. And when basketball season was approaching, the demand was pretty strong for us to continue this. And we have received lots of positive feedback from everyone about the fact that we are doing this. So we're going to keep doing it so that you all can see these games. Now, speaking of the athletic department, with the attendance restrictions we've experienced throughout the football and basketball seasons, the athletic department budget has been greatly affected by the lack of ticket and concession sales, and they could use your help. One way is by becoming a Booster Club member, and they have multiple levels of membership. The highest of those levels is a Super Booster membership for $100. This gets you 2 member t-shirts, a baseball hat, a car decal, and we'll read your name during any of these streams of live Rushville sports for the remainder of this basketball season or any future events. Now, before I read those names, let me let you in on another way you can support the Booster Club. The club started a raffle during football season, and they extended the selling period for this raffle to try to help generate more sales from it. The drawing date for this raffle has now been set for the last boys' home basketball game of the season, which is February 23rd. There are cash prizes for this raffle. 2 people are going to walk away with $500. 1 person will win $1,000. And the grand prize for the raffle is $2,000. Tickets for this raffle go for $20 each, and you can get them by contacting any board member of the Booster Club. And those members include Doug Marlowe, Ann Zachary, Ron Jarman, and Teresa Alexander. Now, Teresa was kind enough to give us her personal cell number, so you can contact her directly at area code 317-345-1537. You can also contact any member of the athletic department. Now, as for memberships, the following are those who have purchased Super Booster members for this season: Paul and Kristen Beretta, the Tackett family, Billy, Gina, Brittany, and Will Kuhn, Rob and Jill Hadley, Doug and Rachel Korn and family, Gary and April Yeager family, Ron, Melanie, Gracie, and Nicholas Jarman, the Dora family, Brooke Edwards, Chris Fields and Michelle Sprinkle and family, James and Ann Zachary and family. Brent and Jennifer Griffin and family. Melissa, Doug, and Annika Marlowe. Jeff and Jessica Westling. Ann and Melinda Miller. David and Barb Molson. Triple K Machining, LLC. Doug and Michelle Herbert and family. David Griggs and David and Bobette Miller and family. Those are all Super Booster members of the Booster Club. So once again, we want to thank everybody for watching. Want to send a shout out to anybody who might be watching us down at South 113. I understand they might have the game on. And I know it's possible for them to maybe have the game on up at Mezcal. And you might check down at Fish Moon Brewery. They could possibly have it on the TVs down there as well. So I am going to take a short break. We've got about 14 minutes before tip-off of the varsity game. And I'll be back to call the action here. Okay, so we are just under a minute away from starting the varsity game here between the Rushville Lions and the East Central Trojans. Once again, if you're wondering why everything went silent for a little while, as they're playing music that might be copyrighted over the PA, I do cut the mics because YouTube and Facebook all have systems in place where they are listening to background music, and if they see they happen to detect copyrighted music, they will cut the stream off. So I try to keep these things going. So here in a second, I'm going to turn it over to PA announcer Keith Perrin for the National Anthem and team introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Memorial Gymnasium and Cinder Rice Brown Court for tonight's varsity contest between the East Central Trojans and your Rushville Lions. At this time, we have an important sportsmanship announcement.
Good evening, basketball fans. My name is Sam Smith. Fans, tonight's IHSAA officials are trained, experienced, and licensed. They are officiating tonight's game because of their desire to support our youth and their willingness to serve our community. Let's welcome them and thank them for being here tonight. The Lions would also like to wish the East Central Trojans good luck tonight.
At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, as we honor America with the presentation of our national anthem. And now let's welcome tonight's lineups. First of all, for our visitors from East Central, the Trojans. On the roster this evening, number 20, G.J. Stroud, number 24, Caleb Merkenthal, number 30, Cooper Hogue, number 34, Reed Cleary, number 44, Ryan Selhorst, number 50, Casey McQueen, number 54, J.J. Stinger. Starting tonight for East Central at guard, a 5'11 junior, number 10, Jaden Dennis. At guard, a 5'11 senior, number 12, Aiden Connect. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 32, John Hotel. At guard, a 6'3 senior, number 42, Logan Rohrbacher. And at center, a 6'7 senior, number 52, Luke Collinsworth. East Central's coached by David Disbrow. And now for your Rushville Lions. On the roster this evening, number 3, Keegan Bowles, number 10, Sam Smith, number 12, Carter Tagg, number 20, Cameron Morton, number 21, Dylan Thompson, number 50, Nash Paddock, number 52, John Alexander, number 30, Drew McKee. Assistant coaches, Scott Miller, Mark Laker, Sean Adkins, Robert Sweet, Devin Niehoff, Nate Niehoff, and Kyle Morgan. Managers Emily Jackman and Molly Zachary. Starting tonight for the Lions at guard, a 6'1 freshman, number 2, Jaron Taylor. At guard, a 5'11 junior, number 5, Cameron Jackman. At guard, a 5'10 senior, number 11, Cameron Munchell. At guard, a 5'10 freshman, number 24, Quentin Kane, and at center, a 6'7" junior, number 33, Jack Laker. Lions are coached by Doug Laker. Please welcome tonight's officials, Richard Norris, Earl Ridland II, and Drew Ridland.
All right. So here we go with the varsity game. Jack Laker set to jump for the Lions. Logan Rohrbacher jumping for the Trojans. Rushville controls the tip. Quentin Kane brings it across half court. Jared Taylor, top of the key. Looks inside, kicks it over to Munchell, and now here's Kane with a three. Off the rim, no good. And Rohrbacher with a rebound. And they're going to get a travel on Collinsworth as he stumbled a little bit handling the ball down at the low post. Now here's a three by Taylor. Got it.
Three-point basket, number 2, Jaron Taylor.
Jaron Taylor puts the first points on the board. Here's Collinsworth down low with Laker defending. He's able to put it in.
Luke Collinsworth.
And pass down low to Laker is stolen. And now here's a three by Collinsworth, and he hits.
Three-point basket, number 52, Luke Collinsworth.
So Collinsworth has all of the Trojans 5 points as they lead by 2. Now Laker tries to post up Collinsworth, and he is not able to get past him. And now the outlet pass goes out of bounds, out of Jaron Dennis's reach. Quentin Kane sets it up. Now he drives into the lane, loses the handle of it. Lakers able to grab it. And then reset. Now Munchell with the three. No good off the rim. Rebound by Rohrbacher. And now Rohrbacher is fouled as he came across the free throw line.
Lions foul, number 33, Jack Laker.
We're going to get Jack Laker with that foul, his first. Now here's Collinsworth down low again, defended by Laker, and he misses, and Jaron Taylor comes away with that rebound. And the pass is a little too hot for Kane to handle in the corner, and it goes out of bounds to East Central. Pass underneath to Collinsworth is knocked away, but they're going to get Laker with a foul.
Rushville foul number 33, Jack Laker. His second personal, team second.
It's 2 early fouls on
The
Laker.
Lions number 50, Nash Paddock.
And they're going to bring Paddock in to replace him. There's a look underneath by Rohrbacher, but they are saying he traveled. Drive into the lane by Taylor. Shot slipped out of his hands, and Rohrbacher comes away with a loose ball. Now he looks inside, and John Hotel has his shot blocked by by Cameron Craig.
Substitution number 44, Ryan Selhorst.
So Selhorst checks in, replacing Connect for the Trojans. Here's a look underneath by Collinsworth. Off the rim, no good. Defended by Paddock. And Paddock gets the rebound. And now here's a quick 3 by Munchell. Off the rim. Collinsworth able to grab that rebound. Now here's a 3 by Hotel, and it's good.
Number 32, John Hotel.
That puts the Trojans lead at 8-3. Munchell handles it near wing. And he took too long to do anything with it. And they make a 5-second call.
DJ Stroud, number 50, Casey McQueen.
So DJ Stroud checks in for the Trojans, as does Casey McQueen. Now here's a 3 by Stroud.
Basket number 20, DJ Stroud.
So far, the Trojans shooting well from the outside as they lead 11-3. Jackman has it tipped away from him. He's able to get it away to Munchell. Munchell gives it up to Kane. Kane at the top of the key, gives it over to Taylor. Now back to Kane, who tries to go into the lane. He loses it, but gets it back, and now Taylor with a 3. Got it.
3-point basket number 2, Jaron Taylor.
Taylor now has 6, and that cuts the lead to 5. Rohrbacher handles the top of the key. And now here's a 3. Off the rim, no good by Hotel. Kane able to gather up that rebound. Munchell with it, top of the key, gives it over to Kane. Back to Munchell. Now over to Taylor. Taylor goes in the lane, takes a jumper from the free throw line, off the back of the rim when Rohrbacher grabs that rebound. Rohrbacher goes to the floor and is able to get rid of it before he's called for a travel. And now here's a look inside by Selhorst, and he is fouled. It's going to be on Paddock.
Number 50, Nash Paddock. His first, team's third.
Paddock's first
At
foul.
the free throw line, number 44, Ryan Selhorst. 2 free throws.
Selhorst makes the first.
Trojan substitution, number 54, J.J. Stinger.
Stenger checks in for the Trojans, replacing Hotel. Selhorst makes them both.
East Central substitution, number 10, Jaden Dennis.
Quentin Kane brings it across. Half court sets up the offense for the Lions. Set over to Munchell on the far wing. Now back to Kane for a three. Short. Rebound gathered up by Selhorst. And now here's a three at the other end. In and out. And then a putback is good by Stenger.
Number 54, J.J. Stenger.
Now Kane is trapped near the top of the key, and then he has his pocket picked. And now Stenger with another shot inside is off the mark. He's able to gather up a loose ball, and now here's a three on the way. And it's good by Stroud.
Basket number 20, DJ Stroud.
So that gives Stroud 6 points, and East Central off to a early 18-6 lead here with a minute to go in the first quarter. So once again, tonight's stream of Rushville Lions basketball is made possible in part by Rush Memorial Hospital. Rush Memorial would like to remind everyone that through a partnership with the Indiana Department of Health, they are running a free COVID-19 testing clinic out of the back of the walk-in care building. Please register online at scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov. Please arrive just prior to your scheduled time, park in one of the designated parking spaces, and call the number on the sign. A clinic staff member will come out and administer the test to you in your car, and the results will come to you from the Indiana Department of Health in a couple of days. They're running this clinic 7 days a week with limited hours on weekends. It's open 9 a.m. to noon on Saturdays and 1 to 4 on Sundays. So Carter Tagg checks in for the Lions. So does Sam Smith. Tagg handles it near wing. Gives it up to Smith. Now Munchell down. Gives it to Tagg. Now Taylor in the near corner. Now Munchell in the lane. Tries to get it to Paddock, and it's batted out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Rushville. Munchell gets it into Taylor at the free throw line. Now here's a jumper. Short. And Stenger comes away with that rebound. Now here's a long three by Stroud that goes in right at the buzzer. Rushville did a good job on defense at denying any interior passes for that possession, but then Stroud just hit it from about 28 feet. So that gives Stroud 9 points in the game. And East Central now leads 21-6 at the end of the first quarter. Once again, I want to remind everybody that at Rush Memorial Hospital, the COVID-19 vaccine is now available to all Indiana seniors age 80 years of old or older. If you have a family member, friend, or neighbor who might be 80 years old and would like to receive the COVID vaccine, please let them know they can schedule an appointment to receive that vaccine at RMH COVID Vaccine Clinic by going to scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov/vaccine. Now, if they are unable to get to the website themselves, they can call 211 and receive assistance from State of Indiana supported staff members. And the RMH COVID Vaccine Clinic staff are also happy to help them schedule. And the vaccine clinic's direct number is 932-7530. There is no cost to the individual, but insurance may be charged an administration fee. Once again, Rush Memorial Hospital, committed to you, close to home. So here we are starting the second quarter. East Central with the ball. Rohrbacher brings it across and gives it up to Hotel. Rohrbacher again, top of the key, being guarded by Taylor. Now he's going to post up. Shot is short, but rebounded by Collinsworth. Was able to throw it out just before he steps out of bounds, but nobody else touched it, so that's over and back. Carter Tague brings it across half court for the Lions. Now to Taylor on the far wing. Jack Lakers back in, and here's a jumper from the free throw line. It's short. Rebound grabbed by Cleary. Now here's a three by Rohrbacher. He misses. Collinsworth with a putback.
Number 52, Luke Collinsworth. Timeout.
So Collinsworth now has 7 for the game. And East Central leads
Full
23-6,
timeout,
and
Lions.
Rushville calls a timeout. So once again, some more details on the vaccine for those that are 80 years of age or older. Like I was saying, there is no cost to the individual, but insurance may be charged an administration fee, and it is a 2-shot vaccine. And when you arrive for your first vaccination, you will be required to show an identification, an insurance card, and proof of age. We also want to thank the RCHS Athletic Department for giving us the opportunity to produce these live streams of Rushville Lions and Lady Lions sports. This started as an idea due to the attendance restrictions for football season, and when basketball season was approaching, the demand was pretty strong for us to continue to do these, and we've received lots of positive feedback about the fact that we're doing them, so we're going to keep going with it. Appreciate everybody's patience as we fought through a lot of technical difficulties in earlier broadcasts, but I think we've gotten into a groove with it now. So here we are coming out of the timeout. Rushville brings it inbounds. Munchell got it into Tague, but Tague was fouled on the catch by John Hotel.
East Central foul number 32, John Hotel is first. Team's first.
That's East Central's first foul of the game coming in the second quarter.
Number 24, Quentin Kane, returns for the Lions.
Munchell gets it into Kane. East Central with a light press, being guarded by Rohrbacher. Now he's going to drive in, and the ball goes off his leg, but he is fouled on the way in. That's going to be on Rohrbacher. That's going to be his first, team's second.
Trojans foul number 42, Logan Rohrbacher, his first, team's second.
And Kane handles it near wing. Gets it over to Tague. Tague goes low into Sam Smith, who's just a little bit strong with his shot. And Cleary comes away with a rebound. And now here's a three by Selhorst, is no good, and Munchell grabs that rebound. Munchell able to get rid of it before he went to the floor. Now Sam Smith handles it near wing, or far wing. Now Tague in the lane with a jumper, and he hits.
Basket number 12, Carter Tague.
Carter Tague's first 2 points of the game. And now here's a three by Rohrbacher. That's no good. Ball is loose. And we're going to have a tie-up as Jack Laker ran out and dove to the floor for it.
Lions basketball.
So with that jump ball, it goes to the Lions.
Jaden Dennis, number 12, Aiden Connect. For the Lions, number 5, Cameron Jackman.
So Jackman checks back in for the Lions, replacing Munchell. And Connect checks in for the Trojans. Jackman gives it up to Kane, top of the key. Kane is trapped. And as he tries to hang on to the
Central
ball, his
substitution, number 24.
foot hits the sideline and goes out of
Caleb
bounds to
Mergenthal.
East Central. Rohrbacher handles it far wing, gets it down low to Collinsworth. He puts it up, and it's no good, but rebounded by East Central. Now back to Collinsworth again, who was able to put it in this time.
Number 52, Luke Collinsworth.
Collinsworth now has 9. Laker has it, gives it up to Jackman, top of the key. Jackman's being trapped. He's able to get it up to Tag. Tag goes down low to Laker, who tries to post up. And he's going to be fouled on the floor. That's going to be on Connect.
East Central foul number 12, Aiden Connect, his first, team's third. DJ Stroud returns for East Central.
DJ Stroud checks back in for the Trojans. Kane gets it into Tag. Tag drives and kicks it out to Smith for a 3. No good. Collinsworth with the rebound. Collinsworth looks to post up down low, being guarded by Laker. Shot is no good. Rebound gathered up by Jackman. Jackman now with a short jumper. No good. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to go possession to
Alternating
East Central.
East Central basketball. Returning for the Trojans, number 50, Casey McQueen.
McQueen checked back in for East Central. And now Stroud with a layup is blocked by Laker off the board. And Tag comes away with that loose ball. Try to go down low to Laker. Shot is off the mark. It goes out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Rushville.
Returning for the Lions, number 2, Jaron Taylor. And number 11, Cameron Munchell.
Taylor and Munchell check back in for Rushville, replacing Laker and Smith. Bounce pass is fought for, but Munchell gets it over to Taylor. Taylor looking to make a move. Now has to give it up to Jackman. Now Jackman over to Kane, and we're going to get a foul on
Lions foul number 12.
Carter Tag.
His first personal, team's fourth.
Foul away from the ball on Tag, turns it over. Mergenthal gives it up to Dennis. Handles it near half court. Back to Mergenthal. Mergenthal has it poked away from him. And now there's a fight for it, and now as Mergenthal got a hold of it, he was laying on the baseline. So Rushville gets it back. Kane tries to kick it out to Jackman, but loses the handle. Mergenthal now has it, gives it up to Stroud. Now Dennis on the near wing. Goes down to McQueen. McQueen looking to post up. And guarded by Munchell, kicks it out to Stroud for a 3. It's long, and Munchell grabs that rebound. Now, there's a drive by Kane, and it's good.
Quentin Kane.
Those are Kane's first 2 points of the game. Here's a 3 on the near corner. It's short, and Tag comes up with that rebound. Now here's a 3 by Munchell. No good. Rebound gathered up by Mergenthal. He gives it up to Dennis. Dennis goes down low to McQueen. Being guarded by Munchell. He goes up and is able to hit.
Basket number 50, Casey McQueen.
Those are McQueen's first 2 points of the game. Now here's a three by Jackman. Got it.
3-point basket number 5, Cameron Jackman.
Those are Jackman's first 3 points. And now here's a three at the other end. Rebound tipped away by McQueen. Once again, McQueen being guarded by Munchell, and he's able to hit a jumper from the far
Basket number 50,
wing.
Casey McQueen.
McQueen now has 4. Drive by Jackman. And it's an offensive foul as he went in too hard against Mergenthal. That's Jackman's
Player
first
control
foul.
Lions number 5, Cameron Jackman, his first, team's 5th.
And we get some wholesale replacements coming in.
New line in for East Central.
As Collinsworth,
Sam
Stenger,
Smith returns for the Lions.
Selhorst, and Hotel all come right back in for the Trojans. Laker has checked back in for the Lions. There's a look down low by Collinsworth. His shot is blocked from behind by Laker, and they're going to call a foul. But they're going to call it on Taylor.
Lions foul number 2, Jaron Taylor, his first, team's 6th. Number 52, Luke Collinsworth, 2 free throws.
Collinsworth first is good. That gives Collinsworth 10 points for the game now. Luke's second rolls out, and Laker grabs a rebound. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Munchell gives it into Laker. Laker being guarded by Collinsworth. Going to look to make a move in the post. Puts up a hook, and it goes.
Basket number 33, Jack Laker.
Those are Lakers' first 2 points of the game. Cuts the lead to 15. 8 seconds to go. Now here's a look by Stenger, and he was a little indecisive in that move and traveled, and so Rushville will have 3 seconds to get a shot up before halftime.
Jaden Dennis returns for East Central.
Munchell puts it up from half court. Oh, off the rim. No good. So that takes us to halftime with the score East Central 30, Rushville 15. Scoring for that first half on Rushville's side, I have Jaron Taylor with 6, Cameron Jackman with 3, Carter Tagg with 2, Quentin Kane with 2, and Jack Laker with 2. For East Central, DJ Stroud with 9, John Hotel with 3, Ryan Selhorst with 2, Casey McQueen with 4, Luke Collinsworth led the way with 10, and JJ Stinger had 2. So once again, with the attendance restrictions that we've seen throughout the football and basketball seasons, the athletic department budget has been greatly affected by the lack of ticket sales and concession sales, so they could definitely use your help. And one way you can definitely help is by becoming a Booster Club member. They have several different levels of membership. The highest of those levels is the Super Booster membership for $100. Now, this gets you 2 member T-shirts, a baseball hat, and a car decal, and we'll read your name during any of these live streams of Rushville sports for the remainder of this basketball season or any future events. Before I read those names, let me let you in on another way you can support the Booster Club. The club started a raffle during football season, and they extended the selling period of this raffle to try to help generate more sales from it. The drawing date for this raffle has now been set for the boys' last home basketball game of the season, which is February 23rd. There are cash prizes for this raffle. 2 people are going to walk away with $500. 1 person will win $1,000. And the grand prize is $2,000. Tickets for this raffle go for $20 each. And you can get them by contacting any board member of the Booster Club. And those members include Doug Marlowe, Ann Zachary, Ron Jarman, or Teresa Alexander. Now, Teresa was kind enough to allow you to call her directly at her cell number. It's 317-345-1537. And you can also contact any member of the athletic department to find out how you can purchase these tickets. They have them in the athletic office all the time. As for the memberships, the following people are those who have purchased Super Booster memberships for this season. They include Paul and Kristen Beretta, the Tackett family, Bill, Gina, Brittany, and Will Kuhn, Rob and Jill Hadley, Doug and Rachel Korn and family, Gary and April Yeager and family, Ron, Melanie, Grace, and Nicholas Jarman, the Dora family, Brooke Edwards, Chris Fields and Michelle Sprinkle and family, James and Ann Zachary and family, Brent and Jennifer Griffin and family, Melissa, Doug, and Annika Marlowe, Jeff and Jessica Westling, Ryan and Melinda Miller and family, David and Barb Molson, Triple K Machining LLC, Doug and Michelle Herbert and family, David Griggs, and David and Bobette Miller and family. Thank you to all those folks who paid at least $100 for a Super Booster membership of the RCHS Booster Club. So with just under 7 minutes left to go in this halftime, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back to call the action for the second half. All right, so here we're just about to start the second half of East Central versus Rushville. Trojans with a 30-15 lead here. Rushville's going to get the ball to start the second half. Cameron Munchell's going to bring it in from half court. Kane picks up his dribble, has to give it up, tries to get it to Munchell, and then Munchell is fouled by Dennis as he tried to catch that pass. That's Dennis's first foul. So now they give it to Lakers at the free throw line, and now here's a jumper by Taylor at the free throw line. It goes in and out, and Rohrbacher comes away with that rebound, and he's going to try to go all the way with it, and he does.
Number 42, Logan Rohrbacher. 30-second timeout, Lions.
And those are Rohrbacher's first 2 points of the game, and Rushville calls a quick timeout. So once again, if you want to help support the RCHS athletic department during these attendance-restricted times, please consider joining the Booster Club, or consider buying a Booster Club raffle ticket for $20. They've got cash prizes that they're going to be giving away on February 23rd. You can win anywhere from $500 to $2,000 in that raffle. So Rushville with the ball again. Kane brings it across half court. Gives it up to Laker at the free throw line, who gives it to Taylor. Taylor being trapped. Who gives it to Munchell down low, and now here's a three by Taylor. Off the rim, no good. And then there's going to be a foul as John Hotel grabbed the ball, and then Laker, trying to go the other way, ran into him.
Rushville foul number 33, Jack Laker, his third.
That's Laker's third foul, so Rushville is going to have to worry about his foul situation going forward. So Connect brings it across half court for the Trojans. Gets it up to Rohrbacher. Now back to Connect. And now here's a jumper from the free throw line. And it's good by Dennis.
Basket number 10, Jaden Dennis.
Those are Dennis's first 2 points of the game. Taylor handles it near wing, now drives into the lane. Tries to scoop it up, and then he is tied up on his way in. And nope, we've got another referee that is calling a foul.
East Central foul number 32.
Instead
John
of a tie-up.
Hotel, his second, team second.
So Hotel gets his second foul instead of a tie-up, and Rushville keeps it. So Jackman handles it on the far wing. He gives it up to Kane. Kane now top of the key. Now Laker gives it over to Munchell. Tries to go back to Laker, and now kicks it out to Jackman for three. No good, off the rim. Connect with that rebound for the Trojans. Here's Rohrbacher into the lane, kicks it out for a three. That's no good. And Munchell with the rebound. Tries to go ahead by himself, and he hits.
Basket number 11, Cameron Munchell.
Those are Munchell's first 2 points of the game. Now here's a three from the far corner, and it's good by Hotel.
32, John Hotel.
Hotel now has 6, and the lead is 20. Laker has it at the free throw line. Trying to get it out to Taylor. Taylor being guarded by Hotel. Now Munchell has it, top of the key. Tries to go down the low to Laker. Ball was tipped. And now here's Collinsworth, who's able to put it away.
Basket number 52, Luke Collinsworth.
Collinsworth now has 12 for the game. Laker gives it up to Kane, top of the key. Now Jackman. Jackman jumper from the free throw line. In and out. Laker with a rebound. Put back, no good. Collinsworth with a rebound and a save. And now East Central brings it back down the floor. And now here's a drive by Hotel. Kicks it back out to Rohrbacher. Off the mark with his three, and Jackman gets that rebound. Now here's Taylor in the lane with a jumper, and he hits.
Jared Taylor.
Taylor now has 8. And now here's Collinsworth underneath.
Number 52, Luke Collinsworth.
Collinsworth now with 14. East Central defense has made it very difficult for Rushville to make any clean passes, and now Munchell stepped on the sideline as he was able to pick up a loose ball, so East Central gets it back. So checking in for the Lions now, Carter Tagg and Dylan Thompson.
Caleb Mergenthal.
McQueen and Mergenthal.
And number 44, Ryan Selhorst.
And Selhorst check in for the Trojans. Now they're going back down to Collinsworth, and he hits.
Number 52, Luke Collinsworth.
Collinsworth has 16, and he's been the toughest one for the Lions to handle tonight. Jaron Taylor now directs the offense, and now he drives down low, kicks it out to Munchell for 3. Off the rim, no good. Collinsworth with a rebound. Now here's Collinsworth for 3. And he hits.
3-point basket, number 52, Luke Collinsworth.
That gives Luke 24 for the night. Taylor has to give it up to Tagg. Tagg now looks in, kicks it out to Jackman. Jackman with a jumper from the near wing. No good. Rohrbacher with a rebound. Kicks it ahead to Collinsworth, and that's tipped away by Jackman. But then it touched Collinsworth's hands before it went out of bounds, so Rushville gets it back.
Stroud for the Lions, number 10, Sam Smith.
Sam Smith checks in for the Lions. Stroud checks in for the Trojans. Trojans with a bit of a press now. Rushville is able to break it. Now they trap Munchell in the corner. Ball is now loose. And we got a timeout by Rushville.
Full timeout.
Once again, we want to send a shout out to anybody who might be watching us down at South 113. I understand they might have the game on. Also, I believe it's possible for the game to be on up at Mezcal. And even Fish Moon has a chance to, there's a possibility they could have it on. You could always request it. I believe all of those places have the capability of putting this game on. Once again, we want to thank Rush Memorial Hospital for making these live streams of Rushville Lions and Lady Lions sports possible. Now at Rush Memorial, the COVID-19 vaccine is available to all Indiana seniors age 80 years of age or older. And if you have a family member, friend, or neighbor, or anyone else you know who's 80 years or older and would like to receive the COVID vaccine, please let them know they can schedule an appointment to receive that vaccine at the RMH COVID Vaccine Clinic by going to scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov/vaccine. Now, if they are unable to get to the website themselves, they can call 211 and receive assistance from State of Indiana supported staff members. The RMH COVID Vaccine Clinic staff are also happy to help them. The vaccine clinic's direct number is 932-7530. There is no cost to the individual, but insurance may be charged an administration fee. So Dylan Thompson with a miss down low. And now here's a 3 at the other end. And it's good by Caleb Mergenthal.
Number 24, Caleb Mergenthal.
So That's the first 3 points by Mergenthal this evening, and that puts the lead up to 30. Jaron Taylor handles the top of the key, gets it over to Munchell. Taylor attempts to make a move, but has it tipped away. Munchell grabs it. Now here's Sam Smith in the near corner. Being guarded by McQueen, and McQueen is going to be called for a block.
East Central foul number 50, Casey McQueen, his first.
That's McQueen's first foul.
Jack Laker returns for the Lions for East Central, J.J. Stinger.
So Jack Laker comes back in for the Lions, replacing Thompson. And Stenger checks in for the Trojans. Tag gets it into Taylor, who handles it now top of the key. Gets it over to Sam Smith. Back to Taylor, back to Tag. Trying to go down low. You see we're in a 2-1-2 zone, and that pass is tipped out of bounds.
It's
going to stay with Rushville.
Returns for the Lions.
So Kane checks back in for the Lions, replacing Taylor. Smith has it, top of the key, gives it to Munchell. Munchell tries to go down low to Laker. Ball is batted away. Now it's loose on the floor, and we're going to get a jump, and that's going to be possession to East Central.
Alternating possession, East Central basketball.
So Mergenthal brings it across half court for the Trojans. Minute and a half to go here in the third. Stroud at the top of the key, gives it up to Mergenthal. Now over to Stinger. Now here's a look down low by Cleary, and he is fouled. It's going to be a shooting foul, and they're going to call that on Laker. That's going to be 4 on Laker.
Jack Laker, his fourth, team second. Number 34, Reed Cleary, 2 free throws.
So Cleary's first is good. That's his first point of the night. And the Lions.
Hogan for East Central for the Lions. Drew McKee.
The Lions bring in Drew McKee to replace Laker. Second free throw is missed by Cleary. Rebound by Rushville's Munchell. Now here's Munchell down at the post, and he hits a turnaround jumper.
Basket number 11, Cameron Munchell.
Munchell has 4 for the game. Now here's a quick throw ahead to DJ Stroud, who traveled before he got his dribble started. So 48 seconds to go. East Central leads 50-21. Kane has it top of the key for Rushville. Sam Smith, far wing. Gives it up to McKee. Now Tag, top of the key, over to Kane. Now here's a 3 by Tag. Rattles out. And East Central comes away with the rebound. 14 seconds to go here in the third. Trojans have been in control of this one from the beginning. And now here's a 3 from the far corner. And they're going to say that Mergenthal was running outside the baseline and then came back in to catch the ball. So that's out of bounds to Rushville. And Tag launches a 3-quarter court shot who goes just off the front of the rim. So that's the end of the third quarter with the score, East Central 50, Rushville 21. So as I was saying just before that, during that last timeout, Rush Memorial is now running the COVID-19 vaccine clinic for those 80 years of age or older. There is no cost to the individual, but insurance may be charged an administration fee, and it is a 2-shot vaccine. And when you arrive for your first vaccination, you will be required to show identification and an insurance card and proof of age. And once again, if you know someone who wants this and they are unable to get to the website to schedule themselves, they can call 211 and receive assistance from the state of Indiana supported staff members, or the RMH COVID vaccine clinic staff will also be happy to help them register. The vaccine clinic's direct number is 932-7530. Once again, Rush Memorial Hospital, committed to you, close to home. So to start the third quarter, Rushville will bring the ball in from half court. So Jackman throws it into Kane, who's going to bring it across half court. Now Taylor at the free throw line, puts up a jumper, and it rolls in off the front of the rim. Jaron Taylor now has 10, leading the scoring for the Lions. And now Mergenthal, that's Rohrbacher with a 3 from the far corner.
Number 42, Logan Rohrbacher.
Rohrbacher with 5 points on the night. Lead is back to 30. Jackman has it top of the key. Now Kane on the near wing. Gives it to Tag. Now going down low to Taylor, who has an easy look inside and misses it. And East Central's able to save the loose ball and a rebound. And now Selhorst is being called for an offensive foul as he hooked Jackman on his way underneath the basket.
East Central foul number 44, Ryan Selhorst. His first personal, team's fourth.
That's Selhorst's first foul of the night. And now here's a 3 by Kane. Got it.
3-point basket, number 24, Quentin Kane.
Kane now has 5 for the night. And now here's a quick shot on the other end. That is no good. Putback is no good, and Tag comes away with a loose ball. He kicks it out to Taylor for 3. Off the mark, Jackman with a high, goes up high for the rebound. And now a pass underneath is batted out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Lions.
East Central substitutions, number 32, John Hotel, number 50, Casey McQueen. For the Lions, number 11, Cameron Munchell.
Munchell checks back in for Rushville, replacing Nash Paddock.
Full timeout, East Central.
And now we've got a full timeout by the Trojans. Once again, we want to mention that through these attendance-restricted times, the athletic department here is definitely behind in their budget with the lack of ticket and concession sales, and they would like to ask for your help. And one way you can help is by becoming a Rush County Booster Club member. They have multiple levels of membership, and the highest of those levels is a Super Booster membership for $100. Now, this gets you 2 exclusive member T-shirts, a baseball hat, a car decal, and we will read your name during any of the live stream broadcasts for the remainder of this basketball season or any future events. Another way that you can help the Booster Club is to buy a raffle ticket. They started this raffle during football season, and they have extended it to try to generate more sales, they are now going to have the drawing on February 23rd, which will be the last home boys basketball game. There are cash prizes for this raffle. 2 people will win $500. 1 will win $1,000, and the grand prize will be $2,000. Jaron Taylor is able to handle a loose inbounds pass, and then it's knocked out of his hands, and Rushville is going to keep it.
For East Central, number 30, Cooper Hogue.
Kane's going to throw it in, gets it to Munchell. Munchell with a shot fake and a drive, and he tries to kick it out to Tagg, who would run away from the spot he expected to be in. So East Central gets it back. Dennis handles it near wing, gives it up to Hogue. Now back to Hogue. Dennis. And now here's a 3 by Hogue. And he hit.
3-point basket, number 30, Cooper Hogue.
Those are Hogue's first 3 points of this game. And the lead is back to 30 with 5:08 to go. And here's a drive by Kane, who kicks it over to Munchell, and Munchell is fouled on the floor before the shot. That's going to be on Dennis.
East Central foul number 10, Jaden Dennis, his second, team's 5th.
So Dennis' second foul of the night.
East Central number 20, DJ Stroud.
So DJ Stroud checks in place of Dennis. Now here's a 3 by Taylor. Goes off the side of the board. Jackman with a rebound. He puts up a runner in the lane, and he is fouled.
East Central foul number 42, Logan Rohrbacher.
That's on Rohrbacher.
His second personal, team 6th.
It's Rohrbacher's second foul.
Number 5, shooting 2 free throws.
So Jackman goes to the line for 2 shots. First rolls off the rim. Second one is good. Jackman has 4 points on the night.
Central sub number 24, Caleb Bergenthal. Lions timeout.
And now we got a timeout by Rushville with 4:58 to go.
30-second timeout.
So as I was mentioning earlier, the Booster Club raffle is still going on. They're going to be drawing on February 23rd, which is the last boys home basketball game. And prizes for this raffle are $500. There's 2 of those. There's a $1,000 prize, and the grand prize is $2,000. Tickets for this raffle go for $20 each, and you can get them by contacting any board member of the Booster Club. And those members include Doug Marlowe, Ann Zachary, Ron Jarman, and Teresa Alexander. And Teresa said you could call her directly. Here's her cell, 317-345-1537. You can also contact any member of the Rushville Athletic Department. And any of those folks will be happy to help you get your hands on a Booster Club raffle ticket. So Rushville with a bit of a press. East Central able to break it. Now here's a 3 from the near corner. It's off the mark. Carter Tagg goes up for the rebound. And here's a drive by Munchell. And he hits.
Basket number 11, Cameron Munchell.
Munchell now has 6 for the night. And now here's a 3 by Stroud, and it's good.
Number 20, DJ Stroud.
Stroud now has 12 on the night. Now here's a 3 by Jackman. It's short. Kane able to grab the rebound, save it from going out of bounds, but then East Central is able to gather it. There's a pass ahead was batted around loose, but East Central was able to hang on to it. Now here's a 3 by Rohrbacher.
3-point basket, number 42, Logan Rohrbacher.
That gives Rohrbacher 8 for the night. Rather light scoring night for the Trojans' leading scorer on the season. Now Munchell drives across the lane, kicks it to Kane for a three. It's short. Rohrabacher grabs the rebound. Knocked loose, but he keeps it. Now here's a look in the lane by McQueen, and he is fouled.
Rushville foul
Gotta
number
get that
12, Carter Tag,
Tag.
second, team's third.
That's Tag's second foul of the
Number
night.
50,
So
Casey
McQueen goes to the
shooting
line for two.
free throws.
Casey makes the first. That gives him
Number
5 for
34,
the night.
Cleary, number 44, Ryan Selhorst, return for the Trojans.
McQueen second on the way. And he makes them both. So he
And
has
number
6.
54, J.J. Stinger.
3:19 to go. Kane brings it across half court for Rushville. Sam Smith has it now far wing. Now Jackman gets it up to Smith. Smith goes inside. And they're saying no shot on this foul.
East Central foul number 54, J.J. Stinger.
They're
His first,
calling this one on
team
Stinger.
7.
That's his first foul.
At the free throw line, number 10, Sam Smith, shooting 1-and-1.
So Sam Smith 1-and-1 at the line. First one is short. Stinger with the rebound. Pass ahead to Ryan Selhorst was too tough for him to handle. And it goes out of bounds. Back to Rushville. Kane handles the top of the key. Gives it over to Smith. Smith gives it back to Kane on the near side. Down low to Taylor. Taylor looks to go up. Hands it off to Munchell, who's able to put in it.
Number 11, Cameron Munchell.
Munchell now has 8. 2.5 minutes to go. And we're going to get a foul down low as Reed Cleary was trying to drive down the baseline. Munchell
Rushville foul number 11, Cameron Munchell. His first,
with a
team's
push.
fourth.
That's Cameron Munchell's first foul of the night. There's a look underneath by Stinger.
Number 54, J.J. Stinger.
Stinger now has 4. East Central has spread the ball around well. They've got 11 people that have scored in this game today. And now we're going to get a foul on Cooper Hogue as he fought around the screen set by
Foul
Munchell.
number 30, Cooper Hogue, his first, team's 8. Quentin
that
Kane
sends
shooting 1-and-1.
Kane to the line for 1-and-1. Kane makes the first. That gives Quentin 6 for the night. Kane makes them both.
Number 52, John Alexander in for the Lions.
So Alexander checks in for Rushville, replacing Jackman. Rushville now with the press. 2 minutes to go, and now a long pass ahead
Basket number 30,
to Hogue,
Cooper Hogue.
and he's able to put it in for his 5th point. There's Taylor. Drives into the lane. The ball is now loose, and still loose, and now Cleary is able to gather it up and take it all the way in.
Basket number 34, Reed Cleary.
Cleary now has 3, and we've got a minute and a half to go. And Alexander wanted to pass it, but there was nobody there, and it just fell out of his hand. And now here's Stenger on the far side. Is not able to get it to go, but then Mergenthal helped him out. Mergenthal has 5 tonight. Munchell with a fake, and then a drive, and then he puts up a short jumper in the lane, and then he is fouled. They're going to call this one on Mergenthal.
Foul number 20 for East Central, Caleb Mergenthal. His first, team's 9th. Cameron Munchell shooting 2 free throws.
Munchell makes the first.
Entering for the Lions, number 3, Keegan Bowles.
So Munchell has 9 points tonight. Bowles just checked in for Rushville, replacing Taylor. Munchell misses the second. Rebounded by Stenger. Just under a minute to go here.
Second timeout.
And East Central.
Number 20, substitution for the Lions, Cameron Morton.
East Central called timeout just for the sake of letting a Rushville sub check in for the last 50 seconds. Nice gesture. And now here's a drive in the lane. Is no good by Mergenthal. But then Clary is able to put it back in. Clary now has 5 for the night. And now here's a 3 by Smith. No good. Rebound is fought for, and it's a jump ball call, and that's possession to East Central. With 2:2 on the clock, that is going to do it.
Trojan basketball.
So final score tonight, East Central 74, Rushville 34. Individual scoring for Rushville, Jaron Taylor had 10. Cameron Jackman had 4. Cameron Munchell had 9. Carter Tagg had 2. Quentin Kane had 7. Jack Laker had 2. For East Central, Jaden Dennis had 2. DJ Stroud had 12. Caleb Mergenthal, Cooper Hogue 5. John Hotel 6. Reed Clary had 5. Logan Rogerbacher had 8. Ryan Selhorst had 2. Casey McQueen had 6. Luke Collinsworth had 19, and J.J. Stinger had 4. So we want to thank everybody for watching. And coming up for the East Central Trojans, they now have a trip to Hamilton, Ohio tomorrow to take on the Ross Rams. JV is at 6 o'clock, varsity at 7:30. As for the Rushville Lions, their schedule now has them making a trip to Morristown to take on the Yellow Jackets next Friday with JV at 6 and varsity at 7:30. Now, once again, the Lady Lions head to East Central tomorrow to take on the Lady Trojans. Link for that live stream has been put out on social media by the RCHS Athletic Department. Our next live stream here will be of the Lady Lions Tuesday night as they host the Lady Golden Bears of Shelbyville. And next Wednesday, the Lions freshman team will be in action here at Memorial Gymnasium, and we will live stream that game as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. And for our cameraman, Lance Reed, I am Paul Nichols, and we'll see you next time.